Yo! What is up, guys? NICKNAKAI here. Let's Drift Media. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel. If it's your first time here, please hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps get my channel out there. It really helps get this video, other videos like this, exposed to other viewers like you, and I really appreciate it, guys. So anyways, let's get started with today's video. Today's video, we are going to be doing a video review on this Lemmink. It's kind of hard to say it. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but this is basically an endoscope is what they call it, and this is like the cheap Amazon version of it, or cheap Amazon endoscope compared to like if you're buying like a high-end name brand endoscope. So really wanted to test this out for you guys, let you guys know if it's like worth the purchase, because it's honestly fairly cheap. You might be thinking, why would you need this being a mechanic? This is actually a very helpful tool when trying to look for things that you can't see, because it's basically a camera on a wire, and you can like pretty much feed it into anywhere you want in the car, and you can get like footage or pictures of things you're trying to look at, maybe rat damage, wire harness, rodent damage, stuff like that, in places you can't see. So this is a very helpful tool being a mechanic. I don't use it too much in the field at Toyota, but I do use it quite often. So first off, this is an endoscope. Being in the automotive industry, usually we're more familiar with borescopes, so I had no idea what the difference was between an endoscope and a borescope, so I went ahead and Googled it. And the definition is endoscope is used by surgeons to look at organs during a procedure called endoscopy. Borescope is a camera mounted on a long flexible tube, but is a non-medical grade instrument by homeowners and mechanics. So basically what I'm getting out of it is it's like the same shit. I guess endoscope, you can put it in places and bodies, but to me it's pretty much the same thing. So just want to give a huge shout out to the company for sending me this product. I'll go ahead and leave the link in the description to the Amazon link down below. And if you guys want to check it out, if you guys are interested in buying one, because it's really not that bad of a deal.
Alright, so here we have the endoscope. You guys can see this cable is very long, so I believe this one's probably more geared towards like working in like a sewer or some kind of industry like that, where you're going to need like a lot of reach to feed the wire. But I mean, being a mechanic, you really only need like 4 or 5 feet, if that, and that's like plenty to look at what you want to see. Now you guys can see right here, it comes with a control. Has a nice little camera button feature to take a screenshot. We got the zoom buttons right here. And on the side we have the dimmer switch for the light, in case you're getting too much light, and the on switch. So that's the light on the dimmest setting. We'll go ahead and turn it up on the brightest setting. So decent light, plenty more than you need. I actually haven't even unraveled it yet because I didn't have a need to. But we're gonna go ahead and do that in this video. So real quick, just price wise, this is the 16-foot version. Runs about $56. They also make it in a 32-foot version, which goes for about $70, and a 50-foot version for about $80. It's got a 5 megapixel camera, 60 degrees viewing angle in full HD, shooting at 30 frames per second. 4 to 5 hour battery life on a full charge. I've been using it quite a lot, just testing it out, and the battery's still been holding up fine. So I believe it. Waterproof cable and lens is pretty awesome. I mean, being a mechanic, you're never probably going to be submerging it in water, but if for some reason you did have to, at least you know it's waterproof. They claim the focus distance is about 2 to 12 inches from the lens itself to what you're trying to view. So we'll go ahead and test that out in this video, see if that's true or not. Built-in LED, of course, like you guys saw, up to 6 times multiple zoom, and also comes with some attachments. So right here we have this little mirror piece. Camera can focus. So basically you screw that on to the end of the camera. It's supposed to give you like a 90-degree angle. And also in here we got some more goodies. Have a magnet tool you could screw on, and a hook. I will say at first I thought these tools were pretty useless, but come to think about it, if you ever did happen to drop your keys down a sewer, which someone in my family actually has, these tools would have came in handy, because not only can you go down there, grab the keys, you could also see what you're looking at. So I thought that was actually pretty nifty. One drawback I will say about this though, already off the bat, just letting you guys know, is this one doesn't have the side camera angle. So to me that's kind of a big factor, because a lot of times you're going to put this down into an engine cylinder and you want to look at maybe the cylinder walls or look up at the valves. With this tool in particular, you cannot really do that. I mean, they do give you the mirror tool, but I'll show you guys in a little bit. This one is not as effective. But other than that, actually shooting and looking through this lens is pretty helpful in some cases. So let's go ahead and hook it up and show you guys how it works. So straight out of the package, basically what you have to do is just hit this little on switch on the side, turn the camera on, connect to the Wi-Fi for the camera. Then there's an app, not that app, called Scope View. You guys can see right there, and then boom, you're pretty much connected. I'll try and hold the camera here. Actually, what I'm gonna do right now is record a video. That way you guys can just see it in full effect. So you can see out of far, kind of grainy. It's not too clear, but when it comes to focus, you get some pretty good picture. Going around to the car right now. A little bit laggy, so that is one thing that's kind of annoying. But I mean, really, usually when you're using this tool, you're not really running around the shop. Like, you kind of just have it set under a manifold or something, trying to peek under there. So now that you guys kind of understand how it works, let me go ahead and show you some examples when you would actually be using this working on a car. So a lot of times working in the industry, at least at Toyota, we'll get a lot of rat damage, like I said, and the rats will chew underneath the intake manifold, probably like a knock sensor or a fuel injector wire, and a lot of the times you can't see it, but you'll have a trouble code. So a tool like this actually is very helpful to see what's in there, see the damage, assess the damage, and get a picture proof. Maybe you're doing an insurance job, you're gonna have to show proof, so it's a lot nicer to just get in there, get a quick picture, send the picture in, get approval for the repair before tearing it apart, just to get that same picture. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what it's like if you were to look down like an intake manifold, and also in the engine cylinder with this. All right, let's go ahead and take a peek. So as you guys notice, it's kind of like a little bit glitchy, kind of snappy. You can see that. But I mean, it's not like a too high end of a tool. I mean, again, this tool is only like 50 bucks, 55 bucks. So honestly, for the price, I would say it's not that bad of an investment. Once you hold it still though, it is pretty nice. But yeah, like I said, just like that quick little movement stuff. But pretty cool. Never had a boroscope. I would always use the shop tool, so it's kind of cool to at least have my own now. Any little inspections I need to do. Could probably even go inside the car through that port, so let's go ahead and try that. Here we go, here we go. Oh my god, we are in the car. Get right side up. Looks trippy. So next, I'm gonna kind of go inside cylinder 1. I pulled out the spark plug. So this is one of those times where it would be beneficial to have that side camera, because as you'll notice, once you get the camera inside the hole, if that will happen, get in your hole. You can see a nice clean face of the piston, but a lot of the times that's not what you're trying to look at. You're trying to look at the sidewalls of the cylinder.
So going into an engine, this tool is probably not that beneficial, but any other purpose probably is very beneficial. See, I think I got a little bit of oil on the lens. If you're out to have like a V8, a V6, something where maybe the bank's like on the other side under the firewall kind of area, it's going to be a lot difficult to just peek through there. Obviously this car, you don't really need something like this, but a lot of cars out there, you can't see a lot of things. And you could always put the mirror in there or something, but it's not the same as actually having a live camera. So that's one time where an endoscope or borescope really comes into play and really helps you out. Yeah, so you guys saw the gist of it. You saw that was basically footage off my phone, what I was looking at viewing this. One thing I did notice, in the app there is settings to change the quality of the video. I had that on these videos on the lowest setting. The lowest setting kind of gave me the least amount of lag. So I put it on like the full HD, like top footage, and I got even more lag, and it's like really annoying when you're trying to like look for something and like the screen image is all choppy and stuff. But once I put on that setting, it ended up working a lot better. But yeah. So that was pretty much the video on the regular camera. I went ahead and screwed on the mirror attachment. You get to see, like judging from the Amazon link, I thought it was gonna work pretty good, because I was like, that's fine if it doesn't have the side camera angle, but the mirror will probably work just as good. But you can pretty much see right now, this is with the 90-degree mirror on. Doesn't really do too much. I think they needed to make the mirror a little bit bigger. You can obviously see the mirror kind of still in the frame, so it makes it very difficult when trying to look at things in a 90-degree angle. And then if you did want to put the hook, obviously you probably wouldn't really be able to see much, but actually you can see still a little bit. But this tool actually would come in really nice handy if you ever did drop your keys down somewhere. You're just trying to kind of fetch something up. So that's pretty much the camera live in action. Like any tool, or like this tool in particular, this is a tool that's definitely not like a necessity. A lot of places I've been at, they have a shop tool with the shop snap-on borescope, but some places I've been to, they didn't have a borescope. So if you're looking for something cheap, maybe you're in an independent world, or maybe even at the dealer and your dealer doesn't supply a nice fancy borescope, this would definitely be something that I would keep in mind to at least have just for kind of backup, because this is one of those tools that you're really not going to use too much, but when you need it, you're going to wish you had it. So that's about all I could say for this. Maybe some tips for the manufacturer if they're looking for customer feedback. I would say definitely make a 90-degree camera. That's one big factor which I don't like about this, is you need to be able to see out of the side of the camera. Without being able to see out the side of the camera, it's like only just the front camera. Yes, it can be useful, like you guys saw, trying to maybe find some rat damage or wire harness repairs or anything like that under where you can't see, but just having the option to see out of the side of the camera is like a total game changer. So, but all in all, I'd give it a thumbs up for $55 for a little pocket tool just to have, especially since it's not a tool you're going to be using a lot. I would definitely recommend this to a friend. So huge shout out to Limink. Again, link is down in the description below if you guys are interested in checking one of these out and maybe purchasing it for yourself. But that's pretty much all I got for this. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. But that's all I got for you guys, so catch you guys next week. Peace!
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave